Hello and thank you for watching my YouTube channel. This is going to be my first video. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed and has supported me to get to this point. Today we will be doing a full face of makeup. As you can see, I washed my face already, so excuse it, bare face. Okay, so to start with, we are going to use Urban Decay Quick Fix. I'm going to use this first. My friend actually told me about this spray not too long ago. Feels so nice. Okay, I'm a little nervous if you can't tell, so excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and then we are going to do the eyebrows first. I know some people like to do the foundation first and everything like that, but I like doing my eyebrows and my eyes and then my foundation and contour and everything like that. So today I'm going to be using the Anastasia pomade in dark brown. Okay, I have my angled brush. This is just a little brush I found at the drugstore. I believe it's a Real Techniques brush. Okay, so I just put a little bit on like that, and then I'm going to angle my face so you guys can see what I'm doing here in my little mirror. I think I also like to do my eyebrows first just because it takes the longest, so I'd rather just get that out of the way. It is easier after you get your eyebrows done. Me personally, I like to get them threaded. What about you guys? Do you like to wax, thread, or tweeze them yourself? I hate tweezing. It takes forever. Okay, so of course we're gonna conceal this under here. I just want to show you guys a little bit before. What do you think? Natural? I've been wanting to do videos for a long time, but I think it's like something that everybody's doing nowadays, and I just wasn't sure about it, you know. But everybody that I talk to, they say, yeah, do it, go for it, so. Just gonna blend that out in the front. Okay, time to conceal. For my eyebrow concealer, I use the Maybelline. And this is in 10 Fair. Okay, then to conceal my eyebrows, I get a little brush like this. As you can see, little brush. Okay, let's go ahead and conceal. Concealing makes all the difference. When I first started, I wouldn't conceal. And then when I started concealing, I was like, oh, well, that looks a lot better. very hard to make them even, so sometimes I take a step back and try and look at it. Okay. Okay, and then after I get my wet Real Techniques blender, just gonna wet this brush a little bit. Sorry, sponge. Okay, wet this. I like to use the Real Techniques for my concealer, and then I use the Beauty Blender for my foundation. I don't really like to mix my concealer and my foundation with the same sponges. Okay, those are the eyebrows. Now onto the eyes. I love doing eyeshadow. I love being creative. I don't like doing natural colors too often unless I'm going somewhere, you know, just casual, but for the most part, I like to do colorful looks. So today I'm going to be using the Morphe James Charles palette, and let me see here. I always gotta look at the paper to know the names. So I guess today I will be using this tan color right here, Tune, for my base. Okay. So I also use the same concealer to prime my eyes. I've never used an eyeshadow primer. I mean, this works just as good, I'm assuming. I guess I should try that soon, right? Okay, so then I just blend it out like this. Okay, then I go in here. Okay, now to set, I recently just bought this this new translucent powder. I'm sure everyone's used it, Laura. Whenever I'm trying a new product, I like to buy the small version first before I decide to spend money on the full product. Just because it's so expensive. I mean, if I'm not gonna like it, it's a huge waste of money. But I must say, this is a really nice setting powder. Before this one, I would use the drugstore brand, the Airspun. And that one worked really well until I noticed it's really drying. Like, it dries my face so much. And I hate walking around with a dry face. It just does not feel right at all. Okay. So then I'm just gonna set that. People like to use their sponge. I've recently just been using a foundation brush. I mean, I don't use a foundation brush for my foundation, but I mean, it works really good for this. So I guess I put purpose to it. So we're gonna let this bake for a little bit. Today, I'm going to be using the James Charles palette. Very popular right now. I mean, it has every color, which is amazing because I've been wanting a palette for so long that has every color. I hate buying palettes that have like 4 browns and like, I don't want a brown. Okay, I look kind of funny right now, don't I? Looks like a ghost. Okay, so today I'm going in with the James Charles palette, and I'm going to use the color Tune for my base, for my transitioning shade. Let's go ahead and wipe this off. I just get a brush. This is the one I use just to, you know, wipe that off. Wipe off all the excess powder. Like that, okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna go in with the base using Tune. I usually go up here, go all the way around. Depending on what kind of look to do, maybe greens or purples or both. I guess we'll play around and see. That's usually how I do my makeup. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I kind of just figure out as I go along. Unless I know what outfit I'm gonna wear, then I'll obviously put them together, but for the most part I just like to have fun and guess and see what comes out of it, you know? I think James Charles is just such an inspiration, like doing what he has done, and he's so young, only 19 years old, and he already is so successful, and it's really inspiring to me. If he can do it, I think anybody can do it. But like he said too, in order to be successful, you gotta be creative. You gotta stand out from everybody else. So, let's see what happens. I think over time, I mean, I'll be more comfortable doing videos. But just right now, I'm like so nervous. Like, I don't even know what to talk about. Okay, now that we have that there, let's see. I think I'm gonna go in with this yellow bee right here. Let's put that at the top. Okay, for some people, they like to do one eye and then the other. Me, I like to do both at the same time just so I remember what steps I'm doing. I mean, I don't want to forget a color that I transition to on the other eye, because then it won't look the same. That's just how I've always done makeup. I started wearing makeup in the 5th grade. I mean, nothing like this, but I would wear mascara. I'd wear really, really dark eyeshadow. I'd go to school like that with just black eyeshadow on my lids, and my mom would be like, take that off. And then, of course, when I got to high school, I just wore mascara, really. I wear mascara and lip gloss and blush, and that was my makeup. I wouldn't even wear cover up or anything like that. Kind of like, if my skin's good today, it's good. If it's not, oh well. So in my sophomore year, I met my really good friend, and she showed me how to do makeup. I just love the way she would do her makeup. She'd do her eyebrows, she'd do foundation, she'd do the whole 9 yards. And one night she did makeup on me, and I just love the way I looked with it. And ever since then, I've just been practicing. Wow, look at these blends. Like, oh my goodness, it's like a neon vibe. Okay. Okay, I haven't played with this green yet, so I'm actually really excited. Which is so weird because green's my favorite color, so you would think that I would have done it before. I'm really excited to start this channel. I mean, I already have so many ideas that I could be doing. But I said, from first video, I guess I should be by myself so they know who I am. So this neon color is called Social Blade. Neon green. My favorite color. If you can't tell, like the walls in this room are green. I want to paint my whole room like that, but when I was younger, they're like, no, let's not do all of it green. We'll do some of it green. I was like, ugh. So now I'm going to go in with a darker green daddy. I'm just going to put that in the corner of my eyes. Like that. Just pack it in. Make it really pop, you know? I'm so excited to try Morph's foundation. I've never been excited to try foundation before, but this one I'm really excited. Morph is really growing. Morphe, should I say? I'm always skeptical on how you pronounce these makeup names. I'm gonna add a little bit of more daddy to this eye just because this other eye is looking a little bit brighter. Excuse my hair, I just got out of the shower and I also do my hair after my makeup, so that's another reason. This is looking really good, you guys. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of more B to the top, just to kind of blend out those soft colors together. Now I'm gonna get a different brush just to blend it out up here. I'm gonna go in with this angled brush right here. Get a little bit more B and just blend out the top a little bit. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Okay, now with the other brush I was using, I'm just gonna go in and blend this out right here. Okay, so for the inners, I'm not quite sure what color I should do. Should I use this color? I think that would look pretty, huh? Okay, so I'm going to get a flat brush like this, okay? Then I'm going to spray some setting spray on it. I'm going to, so I really get that good metallic shade. Just kind of air it out a little bit. And then I am going to go in with the color, let me see, with this green color Guac. I think that color will look really good together, so let's go in with that. Really going in there. I want to make sure I get that color in there, see? Okay. Just close. Kind of like a money bag type of vibe. Well, hey, we all love money, right? I'm gonna look in my mirror here just so I could really see what's going on. Okay, not too bad. Just get a little bit more in there. What do you guys think? Now I'm gonna go in with the other eye. I'm in love with this green. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and I am just going to add just a very little to this corner, blend it together, you know. Same to this eye. Okay, and now I think that completes both of these eyes. So to clean up my eyeshadow, I get a makeup remover wipe and I just get it like this and I just wipe it off. See, I like doing that because it looks cleaner. And also people like the way blending it out looks on your face, and to me, that's just not me. I just like to get rid of all the fallout and the excess or whatever. Look at that blend, you guys. Okay. Now that that's done, I guess we could go ahead and move on to the eyelashes. So for my eyelashes, I'm going to use Kiss. This is Kiss in Brazier, okay? I don't really buy a lot of high-end eyelashes. For one, they're expensive, and I mean, I usually only try the Tarte eyelashes, and I really do like those, and they last a long time without even you clean them first. Then after you clean them, they could probably last you another couple looks. But I mean, I don't like to clean my lashes. I just throw them away after a while. I'm just like, time for new ones. Okay, so these eyelashes are gonna be really cute, you guys. Look. Living for it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our glue. I also use the Duo clear glue. I used to use the I used to use the white tube, but then after a while I didn't like the way it looked on your eyes. Like, I definitely think the clear glue is easier to apply and it looks so much more neater because it has this little wand look. So much more simpler to put on. Okay. While we let this glue get a little bit tacky and dry, I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara. I am using the Tarte Lights Camera Splash mascara today. I had tried a travel bottle of this and I instantly fell in love with it, so I went back to get the full size. I love going to Sephora because they always give you little samples of stuff and it's like, yes. Because I mean, you gotta try it out before you buy the whole thing first. I mean, there's really... Look. I have long eyelashes to begin with. My mom's always like, I don't know why you wear fake eyelashes. No. And I'm like, it kind of makes the look, just saying. It's kind of true, like once you start wearing fake eyelashes, you're kind of like obsessed with them and you don't want to go back to just wearing mascara. But for me, I mean, if I either do a full face of makeup or no makeup at all. I don't like to do something in between. So I get my mirror for this. I don't like using the applicator for eyelashes either. I think it's a lot easier to do with my fingers. So just go in. You really want to get close to the lash line, not on top of your eyelashes, because I mean, that will make your eyelashes come out. Thank God I've never had that problem. But I know if it's your first time and you're still learning, you definitely do not want to put them on top of your lashes. Okay, this got too dry actually. Just put a little bit of more glue on it. I'm pretty sure everybody's had this problem when they first start wearing eyelashes. It takes forever to put them on. And then when you put them on, you figure out, someone tells you, are your eyelashes backwards? And you're like, oh, are you serious? It took forever to do this and then turned out that they're backwards. Okay. So you don't want your glue to be so dry, but you want it to be tacky enough to apply easily, not move around so much. Okay, we'll let that dry. There's the application. Let's see if this one dried completely or if I need to put more glue on it. Okay, maybe not. Alright guys, so there are the eyelashes. Let me see. when they dry a little bit more, I'll put mascara on them. Just to kind of like blend them together, you know? Okay, now time for the fun part, the foundation, the base. So today I'm going to be using this is the Hangover RX Too Faced This is my first primer I've ever used, and I just love the way it soaks into my skin, you know? I think this definitely does help with your skincare. Just put a little bit at the top. I always apply with my fingers to really get in there. I always wash my hands and my face before I start to do my makeup. I mean, you don't want no extra bacteria in there. Okay, and so we're going to start with foundation. And the foundation I'm going to be using today is the Fenty Beauty. Now this is a really good foundation if you like light coverage. It's not very good for full coverage, I might say. But I mean, I still love it. It's light, it's easy to apply, and it looks really natural, you guys. It works really well. Okay, so I just wet in my beauty blender. Okay. And I had also never tried a beauty blender until this year, and there's a difference, you guys. So if you haven't tried that yet, definitely do. I mean, I know it's really pricey and everything. I was lucky enough to get mine for free from a friend. I had met this lady who had moved down from here, from Washington. I mean, she's not around my age. I mean, I'm 18, but she's older, but she still knows her stuff. And so she orders, have you guys ever heard of the Fabful Fun boxes? Okay, so if you haven't, it's literally almost the same thing as like BoxyCharm, but it doesn't just come with makeup. It comes with a bunch of other stuff. So she gets those every couple months, and they come with a bunch of stuff. And so since she don't wear a lot of makeup, she gave this to me, and I was like so excited to try this out. And it works so good, you guys. Okay, just gotta keep blending. Okay. Always make sure to blend down to your neck. You don't want to look like two different colors, okay? I also put my hair up too to get into this hairline, because if you're gonna wear your hair up, you don't want it to be two different colors. Always make sure to get the corner of your noses. Okay, so for this foundation, I noticed it comes off of my nose if I rub my nose a lot, or if I even just barely touch it. So whenever I do this foundation, I make sure not to touch my nose that often, because I do not want it to look like it's coming off. I mean, who wants that? People are like, how can you do your eyebrows first? Aren't you afraid you're gonna wipe it off when you do foundation? I'm like, no, I mean, if you're just very careful with it, it should be fine. Okay, now that we have our foundation on, I think I'm going to do some concealer today. Again, I also don't wear concealer every day. Just because of the way it looks so thick on my face, so I also don't contour every day either. Let me see if I can find my concealer. Oh, here it is. Okay, so again, like the Laura Mercier setting powder, I also bought a small Tarte concealer just because I've heard so many great things about it. But I mean, I want to test it out before I actually buy the bigger brand. I mean, this little one was $10 and the regular ones are like, I believe, $27. It's like, what if I don't like it? That's $27 down the drain. But honestly, I like it. It's really thick though, so I don't use a lot. Like, that's enough for one eye. Okay, and since I am gonna show you guys how I contour today, I might as well just go ahead with the concealer. So again, going in with my concealer beauty blender. This is Real Techniques. And it works really good. If you don't want to buy a $20 beauty blender, this works just as good. I mean, there are slight differences, like the way the beauty blender does blend out a little bit more easier. But I mean, we're all on a budget here. I mean, we can't afford $20 beauty blenders, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead, do the chin. Okay. I also like the Real Techniques blender because it has the little flat end, so I love using that to chisel out my face when I'm setting it. Okay, time to bake. Okay, again going with the Laura translucent powder and my flat brush. Just going in real lightly like that. Okay, while that's baking, we are going to go ahead and start contouring. So for contour, I like to use cream contour. I don't know why, I just like to do it. So today I'm going to be going in with the Lorac Pro Concealer and Contour Palette. Okay. So the concealer's a little thick. I think that's another reason why I don't use the concealers in here. Well, I mean, I used to, obviously. You can tell I've used this already. But we're going to contour today with this one right here. One of the darker ones. And the good thing about this palette, it comes with a contour brush. So this is the brush. And it also has this end to buff it out. Now, I don't necessarily ever use this line. I mean, I've tried it a couple times, but not really liking it that much. I usually just go in with the Beauty Blender. So I also just get very little because it's so creamy and thick that it's easy to over contour. That makes sense? Okay, so to contour, I go like this. I suck in my cheeks. Want to get the jawline here. Okay, and so the forehead, I usually just go like that. I have such a round face, so I like to generally make my forehead a little bit smaller. Okay, for the nose, I go in very, very lightly here. Okay, let's go ahead and wipe off the nose powder, just so I could, you know, contour it right. There we go. Let's go back in. Okay, then make like a little V at the tip of your nose, and then you're gonna want to make this a little bit smaller, just to forecast the shadows a little bit. And people always contour under their lip just to give that illusion that your lips are a little bigger than what they are. But I think before I do that, I'm gonna go with my lip plumper here. I mean, who hasn't done that, right? It's now part of my routine. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and blend out our contour. So whenever you're blending out your contour, you never want to swipe. That does not make it look pretty. Okay, there's that side. Let's go ahead and get this under cheek. Okay, what do we think so far, guys? Okay, now time to do the nose. For the nose, I actually have a little blending brush right here. It's actually concealer buffer, but I mean, I use it for the nose to really get in there, make it look nice. Okay, I'm going to go with the Beauty Blender just to blend it out a little bit. Cream contour is definitely a lot harder to blend out. There we go. Okay, now time to wipe off the excess powder since we were still baking here. Okay, so now that we've contoured, I'm gonna go back in with the baking powder and my angled blender, this side right here. Just gonna squeeze in like that, just to make it, you know, a little chiseled, not too crazy. Get a little bit more product there. Let's go in again. Okay. While we're letting that set for a little bit, let's go ahead and do the under eyes. Now, I'm going to go in with the black eyeliner pencil and go in there under the waterline. Okay, so before I put on mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more of the green to kind of match the top of the bottom, you know. I mean, they don't always have to match, but I think for this look, I definitely think we should use the same colors. So I'm going with the yellow. Now the dark green, daddy. Hello, hi. Just in the corner of my eyes. Okay, and so now that we have that, let's go ahead and do some bottom mascara. Same mascara. Okay, we're going to do the top first to make those eyelashes pop and blend together. Okay, I think that's it for the eyes. We'll add a little bit of corner highlight in a second. Let's go ahead and dust off of this powder. See how it looks. I feel like this side always comes out better than this side when I contour. Don't know why. Okay, I think now we are ready for some bronzer. We're gonna do some bronzer, a little bit of blush, and of course highlight. So for bronzer, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia. This is Rich Amber. This is powder bronzer. Love this bronzer. Works so well. And for the bronzer, I'm gonna be using a big fluffy fan brush. So I'm just gonna dip into there, both sides a little bit, you know. Okay, now that we have that, let's go ahead and bronze the rest of our face, you know, bring some color back into it. How are we looking, guys? Okay, so while I put some blush on, I am going to go ahead and plump up my lips just a little bit, nothing too crazy. So 15 seconds usually. So we're gonna wet our lips first actually. Let's go ahead and do that now. Okay. Okay, little pumpy right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend out where the foundation was. Okay, and I am also going to be doing a lip scrub because my lips are a little dry today. Now, this is a lip scrub that I got. It's called Lips Like Sugar. I got it from Victoria's Secret. $12. I mean, a little pricey, but hey, it works. I actually really want to try Jeffree Star's. Okay, so it's so weird. I love Jeffree Star's videos, but I've never tried his makeup, and I think that's definitely going to be changing in the new year. Rub that together. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take it off with our makeup remover. For makeup remover, I like to use Neutrogena. I personally just think it works the best besides any off-brand. I mean, I never tried any high-end makeup removers, but this one really works good. Okay, so just take it off like that. Okay. After that, I'm going to just get my Beauty Blender. Very, very, very little foundation. Kind of just to cover it up, you know. Okay, now before we do lips, let's go ahead and do some highlight. For highlight today, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. Hello. This Fenty Beauty works so good. So, it's a double pan palette, and it has Mean Honey in it and Hustle Baby. So, let me show you what it looks like first. Okay, I use both, but for the most part I use this one, and this one's the Hustle Baby one. So I'm gonna go in with a fan brush. I like to use fan brushes when I do my highlight. Not a big poofy one like the one I use for my bronzer. This is a little bit smaller and thinner, see? I'm just gonna highlight the cheekbones. This is a very, very close favorite. I also like the Anastasia Sun Dipped palette. That one's one of my favorites, but look at this glow, you guys. This is just natural lighting also, by the way. I'm actually right in front of the window. I like to do my makeup in natural lighting just so I could see like what I'm really doing. Hello. Okay. Can't forget the Cupid's bow. Okay, now I like a lot of highlights, so I'm gonna go in again. Okay, now that we have that, let's go ahead and do the nose. Very lightly because we don't want to cover the contour. So then we're gonna do a little bit of the forehead, just a little bit, you know, the chin a little bit. Okay, so for under the brows, I'm going to use a smaller brush. I like to use this round one. It's almost tapered like. And I just kind of dip in and go in there. I'm going a little bit more here. A little bit of tip of nose there. Right here. Up top. Just a little bit. Just give it, you know, a little glow. Okay, so we are almost done. Next we have the lips. And for this look, I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do maybe a gloss. So for that, I'm gonna use lip liner. This is a Milani lip liner, pink. Now for the lip gloss, I am going to go in with the Lip Injection by Too Faced. And I really love this one. For one, look at the brush. I mean, it forms right to your lips, which I love. And it just makes them more plumpy and it gives it like that nice soft gloss. Alright guys, I think a little bit of setting spray and then we should be all done here. For setting spray, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1. You know, just a little bit. Okay, go ahead and fan this out. Okay guys, and I think that's going to be it for this video. I'll give you a little close-up here. Thank you all for watching my first video. I'm so excited to be doing more with you. If you like this video, if you have any suggestions, if you have any constructive criticism, I would be happy and open to take that. Please no mean comments. If you have something to say, you can message me personally. You can follow my Instagram and my Facebook page. My Instagram is makeupbyrikay__13, and my Facebook is just my name, Rikay. So go ahead and follow, like my page. Go ahead and show this to your friends, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.